What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I am here bringing you the Absolute Arena King of the Hill, the second contest for the Hill, I guess. The first set was between PB and what's it called? PB and AL. I mean, like, they were playing in their own tournament, of course. This time it is going to be EG. They don't have their tag set up or tournament system or whatever, but that is in fact EG. If PB win this best of 5, then they're going to get $200 and then move on to the next stage of the King of the Hill. They will remain as the Kings of the Hill. But if EG manages to take the set, then they will become the new Kings of the Hill. Yeah, that kind of sounds weird, but that's what's going to happen. They're going to win $100, and then the money's just going to reset. The prize pool, that is. Bans are completely standard. There's absolutely nothing to say about that. Pot and bottom. Picking up Lone Druid with EG responding with Invoker and the Shrek. Again, there's nothing really noteworthy as far as that goes. PB do like that Lone Druid. I've seen them play that quite a bit, but yeah, this arena. EG is the second challenger for this arena. This is week 2, and yes, these games, these sets are best of 5. So I'm not going to make that same mistake again. It's not a best of 3. Why would I? Why would I possibly think that? I have no idea. But PB just did complete like a demolition job on Absolute Legends in the first round. So they have some pretty substantial momentum, even coming off their victory in the Pro Dota 2 League. EG, I haven't really been following them all that much. They're definitely a very strong team. They're like top 10, I think 7th ranked by Ghosty Gamers. And then again, PB is 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly which place they were. They were definitely 2 or 3. One of them was Complexity and one of them was PB. So both these teams are very strong. Pot and bottom is gearing up for what looks like a very substantial push lineup. They already have their supports down. They already have Rubik, who could offer that play stun. It's right now the only assured stun that they have, but I'm sure they'll pick up something else. Enchantress, as well as Lone Druid, do have a lot of meat that they could put on the front lines for early game pushes. But Ursa, or even the Harpy Storm, I saw that last game, or not last, was it last game? In the last set, Enchantress managed to pick up a first blood using a Harpy, and how often do you see that? I've never seen it before. But anyway, between the Bear and whatever Enchantress managed to pull up, and then you have the Fade Bolt reducing all the creep damage. They could do some pretty devastating early game pushes, buying Lone Druid a lot of time. EG, on the other hand, will not be completely. They don't have to put up with that necessarily. Shrek could go for a lightning build, and that could thin out the creep wave very well. Although with Broodmother, it's more than likely that we're going to see Edict and then EG pushing their own way. So far, it's kind of hard to call what build Invoker would go for. We've really been seeing more and more Wex Invokers, because teams have honestly been a little bit light on the stuns, and if you don't have that setup, if you don't have a Shadow Demon or any sort of play stun, like Levitate or something like that, or the hell, Sand King, it's really difficult to land those stun strikes, and then it really cuts down the efficiency of the Invoker, whereas for a Wex build, it doesn't really matter, because you could run anywhere really freaking quickly. Get there, drop your load off, and then, you know, cold snap people, tornado them, all that good stuff. It's very easy to be effective in the fight, whereas Exort is a little bit not as... The results aren't as guaranteed. Let's just put it at that. More bans coming out. PB banning out to that Broodmother, making sure EG don't get their regular early mid-game power, which right now they do have a lot of. And the Sand King being banned out from by EG, so that Pot and Bottom cannot pick him up. One to counter the Broodmother. Sand King, one of the best counters for Broodmother. Right up there with Tidehunter, I'd say. I mean, like solo counters. It's very possible to counter Broodmother if you just stick a couple heroes up there with her. But if you really want to be efficient with your hero usage and hero spread amongst the lanes, then you put a Sand King up against the Broodmother. Caustic Finale will punish her severely whenever she tries to get last hits. And a Broodmother without last hits is a very sad Broodmother. Beastmaster now being banned out by PB. EG is on the Radiant side. They switched that. So PB playing the Dire, EG playing on the Radiant. And there's the Bounty Hunter ban. PB have been known to run Bounty Hunter occasionally, and it has been pretty effective. And with their build lineup so far, that early game, well, I mean, it depends what they want, how they would want to lane a Bounty Hunter, but it would fit rather well. Get the Lone Druid hard carry with the Bounty Hunter kind of semi-carrying, not really, I don't know, it's kind of hard to classify Bounty Hunter, since usually you just pick him up for the utility that he offers, but you also go damage for him, so either way, he's out of the pool right now. And, yeah, as far as lanes go, the Enchantress definitely going to be in the jungle. Rubik might go with Lone Druid. That will buy Lone Druid a lot more room. Lone Druid is a very capable solo hero, but it's just so much easier when you have someone else doing all the work to pressure back the enemy heroes, whoever's in your lane, because then obviously you have free reign to get whatever you want as far as last hits and denies go. Lanes as far as EG, Invoker could solo mid. Leshrac very capable of soloing mid as well. They are support light at the moment. I would not be surprised to see a pickup of a Shadow Demon. That would actually complement their team very well. Could pair up with both Leshrac and Invoker. You could land a Sunstrike, or I guess, land a Split Earth. And either way, that's most likely a very dead hero from pot to bottom, because all of their heroes are extremely soft. Especially pre-level 6, Lone Druid is up there in the softness rating as well. Tinker being the pickup from PB. So they're really dedicated to this pushing. Although even if they don't push, they do have their late game. They do have Tinker to maintain the map control, and they do have the Lone Druid who, if you let him free farm, he's going to be very fearsome, as PB is clearly displayed versus Absolute Legends in, I believe, Game 3, where their Lone Druid went, it was Owie, went for a really wacky build. If I remember correctly, it was Phase on the bear, Tranquils on the hero, and then 2 more Rings of Protection on the hero, with the Ring of Basilius on the bear, and 2 Gloves of Haste on the bear. Turned one of those into a Maelstrom, and then gone for an Abyssal Blade and Point Booster. What? I know, right? That's such a weird build for Lone Druid. Like, screw Radiance. You don't need that. You just need to get lots of very basic, cost-efficient stuff. But either way, EG picking up the Tide Hunter, that will give them a lot of teamfight ability and a lot of control over the lanes. Tide Hunter pairing up with the Leshrac is pretty much a for sure stun. And pot to bottom even going for the Venomancer, so their push lineup is like 100% complete right now. Their counter push is also pretty substantial with those Plague Wards and the Fade Bolt coming out from Rubik, which really devastates the Spiderlings of Broodmother. EG should pick up the Shadow Demon. Oh, Storm Spirit. Okay, so this means that Storm Spirit most likely going to be pairing with someone, because, well, it's really a toss-up between Storm Spirit and Invoker as far as the lanes go, but this is going to relegate the Leshrac to a support role. Tide Hunter is going to be kind of support-heavy as well, so not much farm going to go up onto that Tide Hunter. Everything else is going on to the Storm Spirit Invoker, unless we see a support Invoker. I've only seen that once. It was one of my games. I think it's actually on YouTube. He went for early level Cold Snap, as Invokers usually do, and I was Juggernaut, and it worked really freaking well. Of course, then he kind of fell off, because Invoker needs levels, and if you're giving everything to Juggernaut, it's not going to work very well. But in this game, most likely, or I mean, like, most definitely, Storm Spirit, Invoker, Broodmother, going to be the 1, 2, 3 as far as farm priority goes. I just realized that you might not know what that means. 1, 2, 3 is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually goes up to 5. Is the Chinese way of organizing farms. So 1 would be the most farm, 5 would be the least. And this game is kind of a toss-up because Storm Spirit, Invoker, and Broodmother kind of all have the same farm requirements. It's a little bit more clear-cut on PB, like Owie, 2000, the Lone Druid. Hopefully he goes for a weird Lone Druid build again, because I would love to see that. He's definitely the one, with Fogged being 2, want to be right behind him. Sneaking probably 3, Tide of Time on 4, and Way Too Sexy on the Venomancer is going to be number 5. So that's basically just how the farm is distributed. It's another way to think of hero roles. Tide of Time is going to be playing the Enchantress, sneaking on the Rubik, and Fogged is going to be playing the Tinker with, once again, Owie on the hard carry, which he pretty much rolled through Absolute Legends with in the last set. So he's doing some pretty good work with his carry. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have the most disturbing looking thing possible. Oh my god, that is so freaking weird. That is wrong on so many levels. I'm just going to speed this pause up a little bit. Bulba is going to be playing that Invoker Universe on the Tidehunter, and Demon going to be picking up that Brood Mother. So normally, I'm not that a big fan of EG, just because I don't like how they run their StarCraft division. But I do like their Dota lineup though. It's very solid, and I very much what the hell? I like the way they play very much. I very much enjoy the way they play. There we go. Made that one work. But this pause seems to be lasting for quite a bit of time. Nothing really happening right here. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're in this game. Okay, who are the other two? This is half speed. There we go. Fear is going to be playing Storm Spirit. Looks like he didn't spend all his money, so he could be going for solo mid, although everyone is going to the bot lane. And this is Michael, Bostash, Graham. That is actually Complexity's IX Mike. Yes, I did know that off the top. No, there's no way I would have known that off the top of my head. But yeah, that Tidehunter is IX Mike from Team Complexity. So a very strong player in that Tidehunter. Both teams going to go towards their safe lanes, so nothing is really going to happen as far as the early game clashes go. I do think that PB probably have a little bit of an advantage. They do have the Gale and Telekinesis, which is pretty substantial level 1. And EG, are they going for a level 1 Roshan? They can't be, no. Okay, they're just doing their due diligence. Checking out the Roshan. Whenever you see a lone druid on the enemy team, you gotta be careful for Roshan. It doesn't really take much time out of the first like 30 seconds. So just go over here and check, and hell, if you see someone there, then that puts you at a huge advantage. And if you don't see anyone there, well, then you just walk back to your lane, and nothing lost, nothing gained, no problem whatsoever. Alrighty, we see some counter warding coming out from the PB side. This isn't the PB side, this is the EG side. And IX Mike and Sneaking trying to contest the ward. It's not going to happen up on the top lane. It's not going to happen on the bot lane. It's going to happen on the top lane. Wow, I'm just like all over the place right now. But it does get denied, so it doesn't really matter what type of rune it was because it's not in the game. And this bear already setting up for being very annoying. Ring of Protection and Stout Shield will make this bear so damn tanky, and he is already starting the pull. That is going to make Fear a little bit, he's going to have a little bit of a tougher time last hitting these creeps, but with that Static Remnant, he should be able to get pretty much every single one of them. There's one. Yeah, there's two. He'll be fine. Top lane in the meantime, Demon already with Sentry Wards in a little bit of trouble. There was no net on him for some reason. Tides of Time, I don't know why he didn't drop that net on him. And Demon is running away quite quickly. He doesn't have a web up, and he might get blocked a little bit. There's the net, as well as the Gale onto Demon. Demon's going to take a lot of damage. No web up in 5, 3, 2, 1. He has it up again. Is he going to lay it down? He's taking a lot of poison damage as well as damage from Owie. He doesn't even try to lay down the web. He's just going to give up first blood to Owie. So Owie already at a rocking start, being very annoying with this Spirit Bear who's dueling off with the Universe. Sneaking is going to be the recipient of all this bear support. Although with a Storm Spirit Tidehunter lane, it's could be very aggressive. If he gets too close, he gets gushed, and then he gets pulled, and then he pretty much dies. So he's got to still be careful, although he is getting a lot of support from the top lane, which, I mean, like, you don't really hear that so often, top lane supporting the bot lane, but the Spirit Bear is being an absolute pest. Universe burning a lot of mana, but this bear is also pretty weak as well. Now he does have his cooldown up again. On the bear, it should. Yeah, there it is. So this bear is going to survive. It's not going to take that damage hit, and if he does take the damage hit, that could be pretty messy for that lone druid. This bear needs to get resummoned. There it is. Now it's on the top lane. It's going to be a little bit of... It's Demon's problem now. Universe as well as IX Mike get a little bit more free reign over their lane. Fogged has picked up his bottle with Invoker seemingly going for a Wex build right off the bat. Usually see Wex build indication is the Blades of Attack going straight for Phase Boots. And the reason why you get those Blades of Attack is that Invoker with that Quas, right now level 2, doesn't really need much regeneration.
Double damage.
Because, well, your regeneration is pretty sky high anyway. And also, if you're going for an exhort build, you don't really need that +9 damage to last hit. The +9 damage mostly coming out because he's not going for that exhort, which does give him that damage. So most likely, or I want to say 100% going for a Wex build. There it is, Wex right now. Sneaking, looking for a rune, it seems, although it's not really there. Maybe he's transitioning down to the up to the mid lane. Gonna try to get a kill on Bulba. Telekinesis at level 1. It's gonna be very difficult because Bulba's up on the high ground, and Sneaking doesn't really have an opportunity for this. No vision up on the high ground for him. So it's he's gonna steal experience. Fog's probably like, what the hell, man, get out of here. Tinker is gonna go for Fast March to the Machines build, picking up 1 point of laser solely for that mischance, which will save your life if the Invoker is going for heavy on the cold snap, which he clearly is, because you won't be snapped if they can't hit you. Fog already laying down some of those machines, but he's taking a lot of damage from that cold snap. Bulba just laying it down. He's also taking quite a bit of damage from those machines as well, so kind of an even trade. He does have some tangos up, and Fog is bottle crowing. Yes, he is bottle crowing. Kind of having some trouble maintaining the ward, maintaining the rune coverage. That's because EG's Universe as well as IX Mike doing their share on the bot lane, and if it spawns down there, it's pretty much a lost cause. If he tries to get the rune, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, but right now it looks like he might be in a lot of trouble regardless. Universe and IX Mike are both smoked up. Bulba looking for that cold snap. Is he going to find it? There's no rune. There it is, illusion rune. That's not going to help you, Fog. Unleashing some missiles, but he is cold snap. Here comes Way Too Sexy trying to help out a little bit. Split Earth is going to hit on Fog, and IX Mike getting in position for an anchor smash. There it is. Right click from the shack, going to pick up the Tinker kill. Taking a lot of damage from that March of Machines. March of the Machines, only level 2. Look how much damage that did. That is just an insanely damaging spell. And now Bulba might be in a little bit of trouble now. Sneaking. Not enough follow-up there. But Fog doing all the damage he could before he goes down, just as you should whenever you're about to die and you know you're about to die. But regardless, he did go down. And that is going to be a pickup for the Leshrac. Support Leshrac. Going to be happy with all that money. Sneaking, taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to take a Split Earth barely on the edge of that one. Universe is trying to do as much damage as he can with the Edict. 1 hit away from death, but he is going to survive. Actually, that was 2 hits, so he's pretty safe there, although it was a little bit close. IX Mike, unfortunately, without the mana to gush, missed out on that kill opportunity, but that is more than okay because Sneaking is not on the bot lane occupying Fear's time. Fear is just getting everything he wants. He's 1,300 gold already. Most likely not going for a bottle. Storm Spirits often do, but right now he could go for pretty much whatever he wants. Demon on the top lane. Are there any more wards? I don't see any more wards. There's an Observer ward, but there it goes. So he's pretty much safe in his invisibility. Wow, try saying that 5 times fast. For now at least, but looks like invisibility isn't really going to help him because Way Too Sexy Ties of Time and Owie, who just hit level 6, going to pop that true form off, going to push down on this tier 1 top lane. There's absolutely nothing a Brood Mother could do in this situation, and there is some vision actually dropped down right next to the tower because they know this tower is going to go down. Fortification trying to delay them up just for a little bit, but it's not going to do much. It's going to be a mild inconvenience. Force Owie to take like 2 tower shots, but really, tower is down. And there was nothing that Brood Mother could do about it. No teleports coming in from EG, so they lost that tower. Sneaking with the Haste Rune, only level 3 versus a level 6 Storm Spirit. He tried to make something happen, but Storm Spirit will jump on him and will eradicate his face off. He has gone for the Arcane Boots, so most likely going to see a transition into a Bloodstone from the Storm Spirit in the coming minutes of this game. But Owie, Way Too Sexy, and Ties of Time not looking to stop. Gale going off. Gonna miss, however, so Brood Mother's gonna walk out of this very quickly. There's web speed. The wards are up, only level 2 on them, but it's a level 3 bear is more than enough to take down this tower. Courier delivering something. It's gonna be Observer wards, I believe. And there goes the tier 2 tower. PB with a very strong timing push as soon as Owie hit that level 6. No level 5 on the Venomancer, so the Plague wards aren't that strong. They're strong enough, and looks like they want to keep going with the wards, and I don't think they could actually take this tower down. They could put some damage on it, and they could start putting some scratches, force some teleports back, but aside from that, they're not going to be able to take this tower because Enchantress no longer has any of her creeps. No more skeletons from the trolls, no more trolls themselves. So this push is greatly diminished. Bear is up to summon again, so he's going to watch out for that. They're putting a lot of damage on the tower, but here comes Universe, so pretty much going to shut down this push completely, and there you go. Everyone from PB falling back immediately. Bulba even pulled off the mid lane for just a little bit, but he's right now back in this level 7 versus a level 6 Tinker. Gold per minute, fix that. And as expected, Aoi is sitting at top, but Fear with that free lane, completely free. Got a very easy time sitting at 340 something gold per minute. He now is smoked up as well as IX Mike and Universe. This is a pretty vicious ganking party. Fear could stay in the back and hit someone with a long range ball lightning, doing a lot of damage, and then just lock him down so that Leshrac could unleash all of his combo. They did right there. EG very smart, not picking up that rune because, well, obviously they don't need it, so I guess it's not that amazing, but pick up the rune, and if the enemy notices, then they're going to know something's up. Sneaking is now in a lot of trouble. Zip in from the Storm Spirit, pulling him into Universe's Split Earth. And Leshrac with that Edict, he's going to pick up another kill. He's going to take a lot of damage from this tower, though. He's got to watch out. Ooh, 66 HP and an instant teleport out. He's going to live. You live, Leshrac, to fight another day. 2-0 on him. 7 CS, but he's doing pretty well for himself as far as the support Leshrac goes. And that's the thing with support Leshrac. I mean, it's definitely not, in my opinion, the caliber of someone like a Venomancer or Rubik, but you can still do a ton of freaking damage with that Leshrac, because Edict is just such an insanely effective damaging spell, especially when there is just an isolated hero, and he's the only one taking the damage. I want to see what Aoi is actually doing. He's sitting at 3,300 gold. 34 now, and he's chilling. Maybe he's going for a Radiance. He could get a 10-minute relic. That would be absolutely insane farm by the Lone Druid. 48 for 11 with 1 kill under his belt, as well as 2 towers down. I don't think he actually got the towers, but either way, the towers did go down. Fogged doing Tinker farming. Going to get himself a very large gold boost. But more importantly, I think, sneaking a lot of experience to hit that level 6, Rubik's level 6, is one of the most important level 6s in the game. But then he just gets so much more versatile, so much more effective. Tornado scouting them out just a little bit, but it's not going to reveal all that much because, well, there's only one Thunder Lizard left. Nothing the Evoker could do about that. There's the level 6 mark by sneaking, as well as 1,000 gold on this Tinker, so stacking up Ancients as Tinker, very, very useful. Although, if usually you want someone else to do it. And in pub games, you can't really rely on other people to stack Ancients for you because they have their own things to do, like feed. Sneaking is going to pick up a Tornado. Is it really big? It's kind of a balanced Tornado, so it's not really the greatest asset. The Invoker doesn't have huge spells quite yet. I'm sure he would much rather pick up a Cold Snap for his ganking, but we do have Tides of Time as well as Way Too Sexy. Tides of Time not with the best pushing creeps, although it isn't going to matter because these creeps 1,000 HP is 1,000 HP, and they could just oh well, I guess not anymore. That creep, cardiac arrest, he was dead upon arrival, and it was very unfortunate. His family is mourning, so you don't really want to upset the Satyrs, or else they'll be pissed at you for, they're grieving. So okay, enough about that. Sneaking, Tides of Time, Way Too Sexy, and Fogged. Pushing on this tier 1 mid tower, and they do have some support. Universe and IX Mike are here. No matter whether or not they want to go in. Gale going off onto 2 of them, and this teleport coming in. That is going to be Fear. Instantly gets Tornado to back up, but he's going to go on to sneaking. So much damage coming up from the Storm Spirit, and he's going to pick up that sneaking kill. Tinker picking up the Invoker. In the meantime, Laser finishing off the Tidehunter. Leshrac doing something, and Fear is now on the run. Is there any more spell casts? No. Everyone's out of mana or off cooldown. Leshrac. Oh, Leshrac died to Enchantress. Yeah, Rubik the only one to die in that engagement. So PB doing very well for themselves. Making a 3-for-1 trade plus a tower in their favor. That's pretty much, can't ask for much more than that. Demon has been sitting on the top lane for his entire time. Pushed down the tier 1 tower in the top lane to about half health. It's not going to be that a huge problem. Rubik actually going for phase boots. It's a very interesting Rubik build. Usually you do see arcanes. Fogged has teleported to the top lane. He does have his boost of travel and his soul ring. So his Tinker build is pretty much set, and there's the 10-12 minute radiant relic away from Aoi. He doesn't have much money aside from that. Now Way Too Sexy getting worked on by Bulba with that Cold Snap and Tornado to follow. This is going to mean the death for the Venomancer. Pop goes EMP, and Fogged all out of mana. He's got to run away. The boots of travel, though, he should be just fine because, well, no one else can really keep up with him. Aside from the Invoker with phase boots, but with no cooldowns, there's no real point in chasing a Tinker like that. Tinker has swigged his entire bottle. And he's actually going to get out of there because he doesn't have any mana. So what could a Tinker do without any mana? This is going to mean that Universe is going to have a free edict on this tower. And this tower was already pretty low. Teleport's coming in from the Tinker, but it's not a good idea to teleport into 3 heroes all alone. I don't know, I'm no expert. But in my opinion, it doesn't seem like a good idea. And he agrees with me, and he cancels that teleport. Storm Spirit with that point booster, only 800 away actually from his Bloodstone. A very quick Bloodstone coming from the Storm Spirit. When you consider the fact that he was on the bot lane completely free farming, no one to disrupt him whatsoever. It's kind of understandable he would have something up that quickly. That is going to mean that he's going to start snowballing as soon as he hits that. Storm Spirit, ordinarily a pretty decent snowball hero in his own right. Once you get that Bloodstone on top of that, he's just going to have so much mana regeneration. Already going for sneaking. Sneaking is forced to levitate, and he's going to pick up Ball Lightning and just zip away. That is absolutely hilarious, but Fear missing out on that kill. Nothing he really could have done about that. Doesn't have the most mana at this current point in time. Fog continuing to farm up the Ancients, stacking up his gold, and he's 3rd place as far as the gold per minute goes, so not bad. Duel off against the Invoker for a little bit, but he's got to be careful because Tornado and EMP is going to drain all of his mana. Goodbye mana, although Magic Wand and Soul Ring does give him back quite a bit, enough to rearm and teleport out of there. Demon continuing to be a pest on the top lane, forcing Aoi to stay up here, but more importantly, it's forcing Aoi back. You can only try to last hit with the bear, who is now currently stuck in spiders. I don't know why the bear can't actually just walk over them. The engagement going on to mid lane. Ravage goes off, hitting everyone from PB. And doesn't really matter though, because one impetus is going to mean the death of Tidehunter. Fear missing up his Ball Lightning. Oh god, that was painful to watch. But he got out regardless, so it's going to be just fine. Don't worry about it, guys. It was fine. Just a little bit of a misclick. Storm Spirit is going to live out of that, and he's going to pick up his Bloodstone in just a little bit. Yeah, I should pick it up in 70 gold. Yeah, so the entire time Aoi was on that top line, he wasn't really doing anything because of that Broodmother and her giant army of Spiderlings. But now that Fog has teleport up here, thinning out the creep wave, buying Aoi a little bit more room. He's going to let him farm up his Radiance, which looks like it's going to be an 18-minute Radiance coming out from Aoi. Not bad. I would much rather see his wacky build because Radiance on the bear, I mean, it's great, but it's standard and it's boring. I'd much rather see Maelstrom because Maelstrom is lightning, and lightning's awesome. Except for when you're using it on Leshrac. Then it's like one of the most underwhelming skills in the game. I mean, like, yes, I know it has its uses, but I don't know. It's just a really bland spell. Smoke coming out from the EG side, looking towards Aoi. And he did not have any vision of this, so he is completely in the dark. However, he is not going to really be in much danger if he decides to hide up in that. Oh, he's going to get blocked by his bear. You got to get in there, Aoi, and use the bear to block. There you go. Engagement going off onto way too sexy. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. She got completely owned by 3 EG heroes. I guess 2 EG heroes and 1 complexity. And this bear is Gandalf style right now. You shall not pass. There's nothing you can do about that because the bear, unless you have a blink, they do with Storm Spirit, not the Bloodstone, you're not going to get through that bear ever. Well, I guess you could split Earth through that, so that is a solution. One of the many solutions, I suppose. Tango through it, Quelling Blade through it, there's ways to get around it, Force Staff, stuff like that. But at the current point, that was the only real option. Demon's going to spot off pretty much all the movement from PB. Sneaking has picked up a double damage rune, but paid for it by taking a Gush. Gush is only level 2, so it's not that a big deal. He's going to be okay with that. You can head towards the mid lane where there are 4 EG heroes. Oh god, that was like the worst mistake ever. Too much talking about LOL with friends, and it's like I gotta maintain who's a hero and who's a champion. It's so annoying. Oh, that's gonna ruin my cred. That's pretty much it. I'm done. You just like stop the recording right now, open up League of Legends. Actually, I don't even have it anymore. Just go install League of Legends and just play it. I'm just kidding, I'll never do that. Not again. Demon has picked up a Yasha, so he going for a Manta style. That's a very Aoi-esque build. Not really a standard Broodmother build at all. Usually you do see either an Orchid or BKB. But Manta style is something that Aoi does, and I guess Demon wants to give it a try. Tinker teleporting up onto the top lane. Demon could just punish him severely for that. Using that invisibility to disjoint that missile, and although it is heat-seeking, apparently it's not heat-seeking enough, so Tinker has to work on his design as far as that goes. Bulba, now with the Drum of Endurance, working towards... I don't think that'll be anything except for a Yule Scepter. I will give him pretty much max movement speed. His Wex is very high level at the moment. He's actually going to join up sneaking and sneaking. I mean, he hasn't been farming all that great. He got completely shut down in the bot lane, so fair enough. But he seems to go for like more of a non-support Rubik build where he can't really afford it. So he's in a really weird place right now where he wants big items, where he wants to get those core items up, and he does have, and like the biggest indication of that is the phase boots. But he simply does not have the access to the farm. You can see he's all the way on the bottom as far as the gold per minute goes. His buddies, Lone Druid and the Tinker, are doing a lot better for themselves, but it's kind of what you would expect from those respective heroes. Bot lane got pushed all the way by Owie. Demon kind of slacking as far as that goes. I don't know, I think that was actually Fog to the Tinker, pushing out that bot lane, and PB, they do see Broodmother on the top lane right now. They do have that Wilkin with the Tornado, so that's like the best ward you could possibly ask for. They do see Haste as well. It would probably benefit them to pick that up. Go get that, Fog. They're going to take down this Roshan. It's going down slowly but surely. Radiance is up on Owie. And Roshan is going to claim the life of a bear. No, 47 HP. He's going to zip in from Fear, going on to Way Too Sexy, but he does have a lot of support. Force Staff away from the Storm Spirit. Venomancer goes away from the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is going to run into a whole bunch of heroes. He's going to take a couple of points of damage, but he's going to dodge an Impetus Strike with that Ball Lightning. And he's going to walk right away from that. Trying to go for that Venomancer, but the Tinker does have a Force Staff up because he got so much gold in this game. You should probably just like save it and try to get more gold on sneaking, since they really need him to get a couple more items, get a little bit more bulk. I mean, he's a skinny hero already, so he really needs to go to the gym. But you could always just pay for some artificial strength. Get a Reaver. Tank Rubik. That's the thing, I assure you. Radiance Bear, doing his Radiance Bear thing. Something you can't really do with Maelstrom. And by can't really do, I mean cannot do at all. Just demolish a creep wave when you're all the way over here on the bot lane. Tornado EMP gonna hit Owie as well as sneaking. Goodbye mana. Lone Druid's gonna be okay with that since he doesn't really need much mana, but Rubik, it's going to be hurting a little bit. Still does have mana, but it's just not as much as he would have liked. Fog continuing to do the Tinker thing is with the rest of his team on the bot lane. There's not much mana here, however, and there are no Arcane Boots. There are no Arcane Boots up for PB. That could be a problem. Usually you do want at least 2 sets. This huge zip in from the Sphere, going straight onto sneaking, but there are a lot of PB heroes here. He's going to pick up that kill and get out of there alive. Fog going to come out in IX Mike looking for a Ravage. He can take a lot of damage. He's going to go down without unleashing that Ravage. No opportunity there. Even if he did unleash that Ravage, there would have been no follow-up from his team. So he's going to take a very fast fall. That is going to mean that, what the hell are you doing, Fog? That was not what you wanted to do at all, I bet. But that is going to mean the tier 1 tower on the bot lane is going to fall to PB. 6-6 only, actually, as far as the kills go. It's kind of been a very push-heavy game, and the towers are down 1, 2, 3, 4, down on the EG side, where they only have taken down 2, so PB should be firmly in the gold advantage. Holy crap. I want to say that's bugged. Yeah, that's gotta be bugged. There's like no bumps in the... Yeah, okay, whatever. Well, the gold advantage is firmly the way of PB. I don't think it's 30,000 in the way of PB, but it's pretty big nonetheless. Experience advantage, not as much. What is sneaking going to grab? He's going to grab Split Earth. That's a very good spell to grab for Rubik because it comes out so quickly. The bear is going to die, and I just completely missed Tinker dying to the Broodmother on the top lane. Broodmother just went to town, I guess, and Tinker with a Force Staff. Not enough to escape a level 4 in-cap bite. I was too busy looking at the frickin' gold graph like a novice. But the graphs and charts are so shiny. Fog is going to return to the top lane, not disturbed by his previous death there. He's going to overcome his fear of spiders and farm up the wave nonetheless. PB still in the bot lane, although the counter pushing from EG just with that one spell alone, slowing down the push so much. Tornado going to fall off. Fog teleporting right into the ice wall. That's not where you want to be. Fog might be in a little bit danger. No, zip in from Fear, going straight onto Way Too Sexy once again. He's not going to get him this time. The Ravage is going to pop off, and the Venomancer is going to go down. Sneaking is going to take a lot of damage as well. EMP in the middle of everyone. Going to drain off a lot of ties of time, mana, and the Syllabear has gone down, but his bear is still alive, going to work on Fear. Fear is trying to run away with Ix Mike. He does have quite a bit of mana, 9 charges on that Bloodstone, but the Radiance is burning him down. The Radiance is burning both of them down. Who does the bear want to go to? Gush on the bear, slowing him down just a little bit. Is the Radiance actually going to pick up the Storm Spirit kill? He's going to use Ball Lightning one last time, and it looks like he's going to get away. Split Earth to hold back the bear once again. But in the meantime, Ix Mike got chased down by the Enchantress, picked up with those impetuses, and the bear takes another fall. Bear's out of commission for another 40 seconds, no way of summoning that up, and once he does that, the bear could just go down very easily. So Owie is completely naked. His entire 23 minutes of farm is out the window for another 30 seconds, so he's got to be concerned about that. Looks like he doesn't really care. No teleportation scroll, no problem. I'm just going to push down on your tier 2 lane. You should probably get out there. Yeah, get out of there, Owie. That's not a safe place for a bear to be. Sneaking and Way Too Sexy seem to die every single fight. They have pretty similar health pools, so it's kind of understandable. Tides of Time even has more health. Like, when an Enchantress has more health than you, that is an indication that you need to get more health. Enchantress does have an ultimate orb, and she's going for a very quick sheep stick. Kind of a strange Enchantress build. I guess she's kind of switched roles, farming roles with the Rubik. So Enchantress is going to be dealing the damage, and Rubik's going to be buying the wards and being the ward bitch of the team. A welcome change for the Enchantress, who I'm sure is extremely sick of buying up all the wards. You could even see that reflected in her skill build. Not even maxing out Nature's Attendance. I don't really agree with this one, but she does have quite a few points into her stats. And now Sneaking getting worked on by Demon, trying to levitate and force him back a little bit, but he does have a Manta Style up right now. Sneaking is slowed to a crawl. One more hit is going to do it, and there he goes. Laser and everything actually missing on Demon. The Gale especially is not going to slow him down. And Tides of Time in the middle of a whole bunch of shit. Exhort's Sunstrike going to come down. Tides of Time is going to take that. He's going to go to the grave with it. Demon is going to Radiance Burn. Yes, he is going to Radiance Burn. And the bear has picked up a Hyperstone, chasing after the Invoker. But he's going to give up that chase because there's bigger problems. Fear pulling in Owie, Gush followed by Ix Mike, and Owie's taking quite a bit of damage. He's very tanky, though, in that bear form, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Too many heroes from EG chasing down Owie. Can you chase a bear down in the woods? Yes, you can if you're a Storm Spirit. Fog teleport into this one, but Fear does still have mana. 10 charges on that Bloodstone. Universe is going to teleport just barely. Fog going to force that himself into Fear, and there's a Ball Lightning steal by Sneaking. He's going to zip right in, telekinesis him up, and Fear is going to go down. Good thing for Fear, though, is that with 10 charges of Bloodstone, you're up in another 20 seconds, so Storm Spirit not really missing out on much, but PB has defended their bot lane and did a little bit to the top lane as well. Bruno with that Manta Style just being a complete terror. Enchantress tanky, but not tanky enough. I mean, like, you can never really be too tanky. I guess you can. You can be too tanky if you're not doing any damage and they're not focusing you, but Enchantress is clearly not at that point. And Broodmother with just a Manta Style doing a lot of damage, taking on, what was that, 1v3? 1v2 at least. Sunstrike coming in from the Evoker. Level 3 Exhort on that one. And he's pretty much at max movement speed. Was that 400? Yeah, with the phase boots on, he's at max movement speed. Oh, Universe going for a solo kill on Fog. Is it going to happen? Yes, he is. Sneaking, however, zipping in with that Ball Lightning, taking down Universe before he could lower his arm and split the earth. Somehow Universe catching out Tinker. I don't know how that possibly happened. Must have teleported. Oh no, there's another game on Way Too Sexy. Sunstrike gonna pick up that kill. Gonna give up a gem to Bulba or Fear or someone. There you go. Picking up that gem. So Demon is gonna be happy about that. No more guaranteed true sight on the other team. Yeah, but I don't know how Leshrac managed to pick up a Tinker kill solo when Tinker has, for one, a lot more mobility, and two, a lot more damage to stay and fight. I guess he teleported into a creep and didn't see Teal, and then he got Split Earth and then just completely comboed down. That would make sense, because Tinker doesn't really have the most HP with his build right now. Tides of Time Sneaking, smoked up, gonna run into Ix Mike. Ix Mike is trying to work down the bear. It's huge zip in from the Storm Spirit, going on to sneaking once again. Fear does not like sneaking at all. He is going to take him out. Broodmother picking up that kill, actually, and Tide of Time is now going to be in danger. Demon has popped that insatiable hunger, and he's going to just inject Spiderlings into the Enchantress. Fog trying to rearm to teleport out of this, but it's not going to be enough. Force Staff away and trying to unleash some missiles, but it's not going to be enough. Broodmother picking up a double kill. Demon with that man style, just doing complete, huge, total, utter domination, just everything. Broodmother just killing everyone with, like, no items. It's insane. Granted, PB did not have Owie. They're most farmed here. Does he have a bear? He doesn't even have a bear, so no Owie. Not, you know, even if he was there, it wouldn't have been that big of an issue because his bear wasn't even up. No Radiance, no Hyperstone on that. Here he comes again, but I don't know. Might be a little bit too little, too late. 17-10. EG is looking very good this game. Pulling back the gold advantage. No, it's still bugged. So definitely in favor of have the experience advantage. Fear with the long range initiations onto the Rubik, onto the Venomancer, pressuring them so much that they can't really get the engagements that they want. That is one of the big advantages of picking up Storm Spirit. You gotta wonder why we don't see him more. Although, granted, he did get free farm, so that's why you don't see him more, because most Storm Spirits don't get that much farm. Hexstick is now up on Enchantress, but I don't think it really matters all that much. There's no one who's really a valuable Hex target. I guess Fear, if they could lock him down with some Tangles, but it's still going to be very close. Fear, Ogre Club, and Ultimate Orb. I don't know. I have no idea what those... I'm just drawing a complete blank right now. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Okay, it doesn't build into anything. That's what I thought. So most likely it's a BKB and a Sheep Stick, and he's like indecisive. Zip in from the Storm Spirit, going on to Fog. Fog's get annihilated by the Broodmother Spiderlings once again. Hex going off onto Fear, taking power shots as well as impetus damage. He's gonna live, however, I think. Demon looking to go for way too sexy, and he's gonna get flattened by the Deafening Blast. Demon looks like he's gonna die. Yes, the Enchantress picking up that kill with the help of the Radiance Burn on the Bear. Bulbo's guys got to get out of here. Ice Mike here with the Haste Rune, but it's not going to really do much because, you know, we don't want to run to this as a Tide Hunter. So PB picking up the Broodmother kill, but also losing Tinker as well as Way Too Sexy. Not a good trade at all for PB. They do not want these trades, obviously. You never want unfavorable trades, so it's not really good. But Owie with the Bear isn't really being that a huge factor. The mobility that is coming out from EG is just making Lone Druid's life a living hell. Usually the Lone Druid is, I mean, with that Rabbit, he's moving pretty quick with the Synergy as well. I believe Synergy increases movement speed. Yeah, no it doesn't. I think it used to. Did it used to? I don't know. I have no idea. But either way, the Bear is zipping along pretty quickly, and usually if you rely on Entangles to at least stick onto your target, but with the Invoker at max movement speed, with the Storm Spirit being Storm Spirit, and with Lestrak with the Force Staff, as well as the Broodmother and Webs, it's very, very hard to stick on your targets, and Owie's just struggling to do so, and it's really costing him. Fog might be in a little bit of danger if Fear wants to push into him. That didn't really sound... I didn't say that. Don't... No, I didn't say... What are you talking about? I didn't say anything. Okay. Bulba picking up an Aghanim Scepter level 4 Invoke, so he's going to be spitting out spells like nobody's business. ET Phone Home, also. That's not really ET. What is that? I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind. He's very, very bald, though. Very distracting as well. Is he always bald and he just has a hood up? I don't know. I have no idea. Bulba gonna Cyclone up and Sunstrike and Meteor sneaking. Deafening Blast to follow. Sneaking gonna take so much damage. Fear zipping in. Not enough damage because he gets instantly hexed, however, and Fear is... I just saw him, like, teleport away. That was kind of weird, but he's gonna take a fall. But he did have quite a few Bloodstone charges once again, so he's gonna be up in 20 seconds. Fear enjoying the luxury of that Bloodstone, but going a little bit too overconfident into the entire PB side. Demon is still on top lane, picked up an Eagle Song. Did he also pick up a Poor Man Shield? Yeah, it's cheap damage, and I guess, and a little bit more durability. Why not? Universe, it's gonna get ganked. Smoke up from PB. The Universe has fallen back. He did have IX Mike to kind of support him with a Ravage as well. So most likely was not going to take a fall there. Bear from Owie doing very pesky things, pulling back Creep Wave, plus killing it. So that is going to ensure that the creep wave on the top lane pushes out for the PB side, at least for a little bit, until Demon gets his giant spiderling army going, which should be in relatively short order. Alex, Mike, and Universe farm in the jungle together. The buddy system. If you're ever in danger, just use the buddy system. It works. Guaranteed. BKB is being built by the Storm Spirit, so I don't know why this ultimate orb is here, but it's there, and there's nothing you can do about it now. I mean, like, it's 10 stats, you might as well hold on to it. Never mind that it's one of the most cost-ineffective items in the game. Like, 10 stats, that's 570 if you just have 10 slots of ironwood branches. 570? No, that's not right. 52, 520. That. Definitely that. 53. What the hell's wrong with me today? So on average, I was correct. Demon's still pushing up on the top lane, though, and there is a couple of support teleports coming in. Demon's got to get out of here. There's not enough sticking power, though. Once again, Sentry Ward did get laid down, so if Demon comes back, then he'll die, but I don't know why you would want to come back into that after you see all these heroes teleport into the top lane. Broodmother doing the Broodmother thing. Someone has to constantly be up there. Luckily for PB, Fogged is someone who could actually stick onto that top lane, but also help his other lanes as well. The only problem is, well, his Broodmother is really frickin' stacked. Sitting at the most gold per minute, right ahead of Fear. And he, I don't think, has left the lane once. Pretty sure Demon has been in the top lane the entire game. Hasn't done a single scratch at the tower, though, so I guess PB is still holding the most important objectives, but now the Broodmother most likely looking for a Black King bar, so he could just right-click people with that butterfly attack speed with impunity. Invoker picking up a Blink Dagger as well. In my opinion, a little bit overkill, but if you have fast enough hands, and I'm sure Bulba does, being an Invoker player on Team EG, then he'll be fine using that. I personally don't think that you need that much mobility. You should get a Force Staff if anything, because Force Staffs could also help your buddies. But hey, that's what he wants. Demon continuing to push up on the top lane. The bear is trying to do a little bit of Radiance Burn, but he's taking quite a big chunk of damage from that. Go to the fountain and lick his wounds. Everyone from EG is smoked up. Fear with the BKB now completed, looking for someone. They're not going to find anyone, however. PB seem to have, yes, they probably saw the smoke. I don't know if they did. Smoke not confirmed. I don't know if they saw it, but regardless, EG is going to feel confident enough. Zip Storm up on the top and lay down Static Remnant. That does give him flying vision. I don't know how, but it does, and I don't know why he's laying down all of these things right now. We're going to zip back down. Roshan is pretty strong. Bulba is going to have his Ice Wall stolen. Zip in from Storm Spirit, going straight onto Ku. He's going onto Tide of Time. Tide of Time taking a ton of damage. He's going to go down before this fight even really gets going. Sneaking, also gets flattened by the Storm Spirit as well as the Chaos Meteor. Fog trying to teleport himself out of this. Aoi and Fog, the only ones to survive, and Fear does not have any more mana, so he cannot afford to chase. This bear is going to get taken down. Split Earth going to miss, and Bulba's going to blink up ahead, try to do a little bit more damage. But that Assault Cuirass, that bear is not going to die anytime soon. In the meantime, Demon on the top lane, taking down the tier 3 tower and working on the Raxes with those Manta-style illusions, do so much damage. Aoi, gotta watch out for Bulba as well as Demon combo. Demon's trying to take on Aoi 1v1. It's not gonna happen though. He's gonna force to fall back. Maybe uses Satiable Hunger on some neutral creeps. Lifesteal up again. Roshan is still alive, but PB just got cleaned up that fight. Tidehunter did use his Ravage. I do not really see if that was an effective one, however. Regardless, Fear with that BKB just being so bold, and really that's why you get BKB, so you can do stuff like that. So Ultimate Orb, Lincoln Sphere? Maybe? No, definitely Sheepstick. Definitely Sheepstick. Now Invoker kind of transitioning to more Exhort heavy builds. When the entirety of the enemy team is very soft, minus Aoi, I guess. You want to get as much damage onto them as you possibly can, annihilate them before they can even get their hexes off, which I'm pretty sure he did to the Enchantress with those spell combos. Plus that positioning from PB. When you're up against a Tidehunter, when you're up against Invoker, who mostly has line-based spells, like in straight lines, like from, I can't draw on the map, goddammit. Like, just in this corridor. You don't want to line up. Tornado going to fly out, hit Owie. And now Owie's going to be in a little bit of trouble. EMP going to lay down as well. Zip in from Fear, going on to Fogged. They're going to focus Fogged. They're going to get Fogged as well. Storm Spirit with that kill. Storm's EMP from Bulba did go off, but did pay for it with his life. He's going to buy back instantly into this game. Now Axe Mike is on the run with Fear. Fogged is going to laser him down, and Fear is completely out of mana. You got to watch out, Fear Universe. Split Earthing the Spirit Bear to slow it down. But Sneaking stole Fear's Ball Lightning, and he's going to just force Fear to have some of his own medicine. Sneaking picking up that, oh, and actually Fogged picking up that kill. Once again, instant buyback. Owie's going to try to get out of this. Zip in from Storm Spirit. Pull out Fogged with the Cyclone onto Owie. So both of these people are going to die. Most likely Fogged taking a ton of damage from that fire. And Invoker picking up that kill. And Owie is now on the run through the jungle. Fear does still have a lot of mana, so he could stick on him for quite a little bit. He actually destroyed the gem. Nice play by Owie, making sure that they don't get it. But he's going to pay for it with his life. Very fast thinking by Owie. Doesn't want to give up that gem. But in the meantime, Broodmother is fountain farming and fountain buying and trying to get worked over by the 3 supports. Most likely is going to take a fall. He's going to pop his Mantis out, try to turn around onto Way Too Sexy. Is it going to be enough? One more last hit? No. Sunstrike going to miss. And Way Too Sexy lives yet another day. He took a Rax during all of that. That entire time, EG was fighting 4v5, and they cleaned up. EG's looking very good this game. Now with, well, 1 Rax down, the range Rax is soon to follow. And Aegis on the Storm Spirit. Wow, that is going to be so devastating. He does see Sneaking, who's heading around. Does he want to jump on him, though? I'm pretty sure he saw him. The creeps must have seen him. The Sneaking has picked up Yule Scepter, and he does have Ball Lightning, so no chance of killing Sneaking.
Double damage.
Double damage up on the Invoker. So you could hear, because apparently he likes to announce it to the entire world when he picks up a double damage rune. But this Invoker has been so devastating. Dropping down, like, what? EMP, Deafening Blast, Tornado, Meteor, Forge Spirit's Ice Wall, and then like Cold. He's been dropping down everything. Everything except for Ghostwalk, because he's the one killing, not the one being killed. When you can do that as Invoker, you know you're in a good situation. Tidehunter, I haven't really talked about his items yet. He has picked up the mech. He's going to strain his mana pool a little bit because he doesn't really have clearly doesn't have Arcane Boots, so mana pool is a little bit stretched. But does he have Arcane Boot support? No, he doesn't. The mana on EG a little bit low. But Broodmother picked up a Basher. What is this game? This is like, okay, Mantis Style into Butterfly into Basher. That's like, I don't what you see in pubs. But I love it. Fear is going to run Sneaking. He's got to be careful. Telekinesis onto Fear. He's got to pop up his BKB, but he's going to get instantly hexed. Ravage coming out from the Tidehunter, as well as an Anchor Smash on everyone. Sneaking, stealing that Ravage, and he's going to do his Ravage of his own. But Fear is still alive somehow. How are you still alive, Fear? 12 charges of Bloodstone. That's how he's going to zip right back in for Owie. Is he going to get this kill? He's trying to dump all of his mana before he goes down to that. There's the Aegis, but now Owie's in a ton of trouble. Let's see, Fear. Oh, just flattened him. And now going to go after Tide of Time. Fear is going to pick up an Ultra Kill. Fear, you magnificent bastard. That was amazing. 3,700 gold on him. He's going to buy up his Sheep Stick. And once again, fight didn't go as well for EG as the previous fights, but it really went well enough. There's the GG calls coming out from PB, and EG takes game 1 out of potentially 5. We'll have to see if they manage to keep this gravy train rolling. Storm Spirit, Fear, free farm in the beginning, kill everything in the end. I like it. Plus Demon. I mean, like, Demon was kind of playing his own game, like a Dota only top mode. But he picked up a Rax, and he forced PB's heroes up there every single time. Invoker, of course, dealt a whole lot of damage in Lestrak, and Tidehunter doing the supporty things as well. So overall, a very solid performance by EG. PB, I don't know, their bot lane definitely didn't work out for them at all. Rubik didn't get anything. And their ganks early game were kind of non-existent as well. Fog did get pretty big as well as Owie. But it simply was not enough. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with game number 2 in just a little bit.